Welcome to World Class Education. My name is Dr. Bradley. I want to thank you for joining me today. I am in Lusaka, Zambia, the capital city, and I have students with me coming from different places. We call those places areas or compounds. In some countries, you call them estates. All right, so today we'll be talking about a few things. And the first subject is consistency. All right, I need everyone to write. And after the training, I'm going to ask you to ask questions. Okay? You've heard about the word consistency. It means to continue. To continue with the idea or anything else that you started doing. Regardless of circumstances, problems, any problem you might face, consistency is key to finishing. Without consistency, it is not possible to finish. It's very easy to stop, like some people have stopped. You can start something and stop. Not really quitting, just stopping so that next time you can start again. But that doesn't mean that you're consistent with what you're doing. If you start something and stop at some point for whatever reason, it means there was a stop and there was a delay. You understand? Finishing at the right time is so important as well. You can choose when to finish, okay? But then you must finish at the right time. Because while you're taking time, we have age, we have growth that we cannot control. You understand? When you're 17 or 18 years old, you will not realize that you're adding age when you're 20, 21, 22. You will not realize that you're adding age. If I tell you that a 35-year-old man, if he looks back, he feels he has not spent so much time. You understand, right? Meaning that when you take long or when you delay yourself, by the time you realize the time has gone, you could be 30 or 35 or 40 or 50 or 60. You understand? Very fast like that. Because time doesn't wait. In other words, time is consistent. Time has it doesn't stop because you are doing some things. It doesn't wait for you because you're doing some things. No, it doesn't. It will continue to count, to move. Days will become weeks, and weeks will become months, and months, years. Have you seen? The same very person who was 20 years old will be 25, will be 30, will be 40. Have you seen that? So, consistency is key. What can cause you to continue or make you continue? There's only one thing. Doing what you like. Okay? Doing what you like. Because when feelings come your way to discourage you and tell you to give up or quit, if it's something that you really like, you have so much power over your feelings and you win. But then, if it's something you don't like, when that time comes for you to give up, it won't be difficult. Very easy for you to just quit. You understand? Quitting, like I said, is easy. You just stop. If you've always had the desire to open a restaurant, okay, and then you went ahead and opened a butchery. You can never be fulfilled because it's not something that you've always wanted. Because a man who's called or who has a desire to open a restaurant, he cannot be encouraged to stay with the restaurant. Because it's something that this woman or this person really needs. Okay? So no one will drag you to do it. It's inside you. It's a core inside you. You really want it. How many have seen people who have gone to school, university, and they picked a wrong course in school because they wanted to make their brothers or their father happy. So they said, look, I'll become a lawyer. This guy loves mechanics. But he says, look, I'll just become a lawyer. And there he is, studying and he's failing and he's failing. And the only reason he's failing, his interest is not fully in it. Do you understand? There are some people that fail their 12th grade. Now we understand that a lot of successful businessmen all over the world, most of them dropped out of school. Do you agree with me? They felt, I'm wasting my time here. So they dropped out. That's not to say you should drop out. I'm giving you an idea to say that you must do what you really want to do. Because life on earth is very short. Very short. If you watch my videos on YouTube, I always say, if we gave you 100 years to live on earth, still, it will not be enough. Because the 100 years will do what? Will come. And still you will not want to die, even after 100 years. If we gave you 200 years, it will not be enough. You see that? You still want to live more than 200 years. What matters is what you're going to do with your life now. That is so important. Not how many years given to you. Are you with me? Not how many years given to you, but what you're going to do with the time that you have. Now in here we've got so many people who've made blunders and blunders. You know yourself that I've made blunders and blunders in my life. I've messed up like this. We will not talk about that. We'll talk about how can we move from the blunders you've made to tomorrow. How can we move from here? Are you with me? How do we move from here? Some got married. They didn't want to get married because they had problems. Some got divorced. They didn't want to get any divorce, but somebody divorced them or they divorced somebody. Life is terrible. Some have kids without a father. It's a messed up kind of a situation. Okay? And some boys are not married. They've got 3 kids from 3 different women. It's a messed up situation. And all the kids, they're gone with other women. He's just barely 21. Maybe he's 19, but 3 kids from different girls. So early. They made the blunders so fast and so early. And in their minds, they believe I should work hard so that I can keep the family. Big mistake. Big mistake. You understand? Consistency. Have you ever thought of opening a business and then, for some reason, you didn't go ahead? Or somebody gave you money to start a business. For some reason, it didn't work out. You lost all the money. a lot of people, a lot of us here, we don't come from stable families. Maybe 1% or none. What I mean by stable families, I mean organized families. You know what your sister is doing, you know what your other uncle is doing, and your cousins, you know all that kind of stuff, their education, what's going on in their lives, they're going to school. Maybe 1%. We come from families where we're so disorganized.